do have a lot of people that try it until they're exhausted, right? And that's another thing is like you have some level of athletic skill set required and physical fitness required.
Yeah.
Try to sink a wake surfboard under the wave, right? Under the surface of the water and see how much pressure it takes to put that down, right? You're using your legs to do that when you're first standing up. So there is like a kind of a cutoff. So most times what we'll find is with groups that are brand new, there's usually somebody that has drugged their friend group up and they're the ones that want to jump in the water first. Usually it's like
So true.
the one person that's done it before, right? So they'll get up and they make it look easy. Then the next person is new and they get frustrated, right? So we're giving them all the tips. They're maybe not listening, right? And we try to talk about like, you got to figure out the right ways to say things and you got to try different things. That's another reason why all of our staff are captain trained and coach trained, is sometimes it's just better to switch seats and give another perspective, right? The way that I coach is not necessarily the way one of my coaches coach. And I might see some things that I want to share. And so we'll make that trade. But that second person usually gets a little frustrated because the first person thought it was so easy. They try until they're a little bit tired and we'll look for that, right? Like you can tell like the board stops slipping up to their feet. Like, all right, you're getting tired. Like it's cool. It happens. Let's get out. Let's watch a few other people. And what's funny is more often than not, when they go back in for their second time, they get up right away. Right.
Yeah.
They've watched a couple more people. They're like refreshed, right? And they just pop right up. And so it's super rewarding for us. Like there's very few people that like we've had, like most of the people that don't get, believe it or not, we have some people that come up that can't swim.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So those have been like the more frequent ones. I'd say in the past 4 years, we've had maybe 5 to 10 people that like told us, hey, I can't really swim,
But they want to come up.
but they want to try and wake surf.
My gosh.
A couple of them got
That's interesting.
Yeah, a couple of them got up. I mean, some of them that hadn't swam have done like, wakeboard or snowboarding or other board sports. And so it somewhat comes natural to them, but there's also a lot of things that don't carry over from either of those. So,
And yeah, no kidding. And right off the rip, I mean, what's the biggest newbie mistake that you see?
I think like, man, you hear this, if you've ever done water sports and ever gotten instruction, I think the biggest thing, right, is fighting the boat and fighting your body. The people that struggle that first time are the ones that saw their buddy do it, looked easy. Maybe they're usually good at things. They're getting instruction, thinking that they're doing the things we're asking, right? We'll have people will say like, hey, move your left foot to the left. And they wiggle it, but it doesn't move. Like you're not moving your foot, right? And then they go to get up and they straighten their legs out. They pull their arms in, they lean back against the boat. My 400 horsepower boat's going to beat you every time. Fighting the board, fighting the boat's not going to work. And it might be cliche, but we do a thing where we work with them. Like if you're brand new, we'll work with you actually on the swim platform of the boat before you even get in the water. And we're looking for you to develop some form of muscle memory that when I pull you by hand with the rope, I should see that board come